Well, Sanzaru Games has been acquired by Facebook and Oculus. How's this going to affect the Sly Cooper series? Let's take a look. How's it going, everyone? Blueknight here, and welcome back to a rather depressing video update regarding the Sly Cooper series. So a few days ago, Sanzaru Games, the studio that was responsible for porting the original Sly Cooper trilogy over to the PlayStation 3 and PS Vita, developing Sly 4 Thieves in Time, the Sonic Boom 3DS games, and assisting with the Spyro Reignited trilogy. Well, they've been acquired by Facebook as part of Oculus Studios, which, as you may know, primarily consists of just VR games, something that Sanzaru Games has been very familiar with, seeing as they have released 4 VR games since 2016, the most recent one being Asgard's Wrath, which has been getting a lot of positive reception from what I've heard. Now, what does this have to do with Sly Cooper, you might ask? Well, it comes down to this. Sly 5 coming from Sanzaru, despite that news from back in December about the cut DLC Egypt level for Sly 4, well, the chances are looking very slim at this point, as Sanzaru is now under Facebook, meaning their primary and likely only focus at this point is entirely VR games. That's going by how it's worded over on Oculus blog posts on their site. But imagine what Sony would have to go through just to have Sanzaru do Sly 5. They'd have to go through Facebook and Oculus, and I don't think they would do that. So a solution would be to have another studio develop Sly 5 or remaster all 4 games in one bundle to get everyone caught up on the games to build up interest for Sly 5. Whether or not a new developer would have access to Sanzaru's cut DLC episode, we're not sure. But even though Sanzaru may not be a part of the Sly Cooper franchise anymore, that doesn't mean Sony isn't interested in bringing the series back. I mean, they announced the film a year after Sly 4 released, then the TV show 3 years later. It's obvious that they haven't abandoned the series, it just seems that they keep running into problems whenever it involves Sly Cooper and a certain other franchise. Like, come on, he's already got it rough enough being stuck in Egypt for over 7 years now. Besides the point, Sony also knows that there's still interest in the Sly Cooper franchise. Just look at all the articles that started popping up left and right all over the internet about Sly Cooper when Sanzaru's Matt Kramer revealed that there was going to be a cut Egypt DLC level to finish the story. However, possibly due to sales, that never happened. So what happens to the Sly Cooper series at this point? Well, we still got the TV show coming out who knows when in the future. When it eventually arrives, I'm sure that Sony will have another game ready to release alongside it, most likely on the PS5, just like what happened with the Ratchet & Clank movie and the PS4 reimagining by Insomniac Games. And speaking of Insomniac Games, they themselves have been acquired by Sony a few months back. What this means is that their primary and likely only focus is on PlayStation IPs like Spider-Man and Ratchet & Clank. If they chose to make another game instead, then it'd likely be PlayStation exclusive, not so much for other platforms like they used to do before the acquisition. Same would be said for Sanzaru now that they're under Facebook and Oculus. In short, I believe that the Sly Cooper series has once again been delayed. I know, probably not the word that you guys wanted to hear, but that just seems to have been the case with Sly Cooper over the years. And hopefully the dry season for Sly Cooper news ends soon, because I would literally take a hat that just said Sly Cooper on it. It don't even have to have the logo on it. Just anything. Please. But I do have one more question to ask before ending the video. Who could be developing the next Sly Cooper game? Whether that'll be a remaster, remade collection, or Sly 5? Well, it could possibly be BluePoint Games. Why do I believe this? Well, it's because the studio is practically known for remasters and remakes of PlayStation IPs. Just look at the Shadow of the Colossus remake. It was a PS4 exclusive. Now, it's been floating around for a couple of years now that BluePoint's working on another remake. What this is, we have no idea. But there was a rumor back in late 2018 about a remade Sly Cooper trilogy in the works. Again, just a rumor, nothing has came of that just yet. So naturally, us in the Sly Cooper community thought it could be BluePoint doing this supposed remake, since they kind of teased their next project around the same time that rumor came out. Also, a few months back, BluePoint Games posted a job listing on their site that stated that they're working on a remaster for the most advanced home consoles, implying the PlayStation 5. In that, the person for the job will be responsible for integrating next-gen material techniques and creating high-quality next-generation effects and models inspired by lower-resolution geometry. That last part I happen to find very interesting, given the lower geometry that the first 3 Sly Cooper games had, compared to Sly 4. I'm not saying that Sly is their next project, as it could easily be anything else. But seeing as the studio seems to only handle PlayStation IPs, except for 2 occasions, and assisted with the PlayStation Vita port of PS All-Stars Battle Royale, which did feature Sly Cooper in its roster, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. Anyways guys, I think I rambled on for quite long enough. But what do you guys think about Sanzaru's acquisition by Oculus and Facebook? And who do you think will handle the Sly Cooper series from here on out? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below, and be sure to stay tuned to the channel for even more Sly Cooper news and updates whenever that happens. And hopefully that's soon. Once again, thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. I've been Blueknight, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye!